What's up, guys? It's Wednesday, May 7th, 2025. This is the Betting Memo. My name is Nick Parsons. I'm one of the handicappers over at Sports Memo. The Betting Memo is going to be your daily video update show about everything that's going on over at Sports Memo. I'm going to be doing about 10 shows in the month of May, but starting in June, I'll be doing this show 6 days a week, and so I'm really looking forward to it. As I would say on the Betting Memo, I'm going to get you guys up to date on everything going on over at Sports Memo. Who is hot? What are some of the biggest plays and packages that we have available for each day? While at the same time, I'm also going to give you guys a client play, an actual paid pick as my best bet on every show. So if you tune in, you're going to get a client play on every show. We'll also have a featured capper and other free plays, along with some other valuable betting information that you can use on every show as well. So guys, without further ado, let's just get right into Wednesday's show. It's time for our featured play of the day comes from Ben Burns. Ben is one of the only handicappers on both WagerTalk and Sports Memo. So this is a great opportunity for a little cross promotion here. Ben, he has an early baseball game going on Wednesday, but the package that I'm most interested in, and that I think you guys will be, is his big Wednesday night NBA pick. Burns is the #1 big game basketball expert of all time between Sports Memo and WagerTalk, and so that means his 4% and 5% picks. He ranks #1 all time with his college and NBA on both sites. Ben's pick tonight, his best bet. If you guys go over to Sports Memo right now, make sure to use the code MEMO50. That's all one word on checkout. You get 50% off all daily picks for the entire month of May. That's MEMO50. Head on over, use that on Ben's big NBA best bet on Wednesday night. Gentlemen, I'd also like to ask you to please hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon, leave some comments. All of these things help out with the algorithm, and it allows us to continue to put out this content for you guys. Moving on, guys, what if I were to tell you that despite a tough day at the office yesterday on the pro hardwood, that I'm still on a 26-15 NBA run, and I'm 102-80 with all of my pro hoops this season? And that is, in fact, the case, guys, and that leads us right into my... So it's time for my best bet. This is an actual client play. So if you tune into the Betting Memo, then you'll get a paid client play with each show. I did come up short last night with the Cavaliers. The favorites so far in the NBA playoffs have had a very difficult time. But I really like Boston to bounce back in Game 2 tonight and not only win, but do so in blowout fashion. The Knicks, they definitely caught the Celtics off guard in Game 1, but I don't see that happening twice. Having already accomplished and earning the split over the first 2 games here in Boston, I think the Knicks, they're going to finally have a small mental letdown here. As primarily a situational handicapper, this one smells like a letdown spot for sure for the Knicks. First they had that 116-113 victory at Detroit in Game 6 as an underdog. Then the upset here in Boston in overtime as a 9-point underdog. I think the Knicks for sure take a small step back here in Game 2. Remember, New York did win its Game 1 matchup against Detroit as well by a score of 123-112, but then in the second game it stumbled, losing 194 as a 6.5-point favorite. I mean, it was just a bad overall game for the Celtics. They also had a poor game in their 5-game opening series win over the Magic in Game 3. They fell 95-93 at Orlando. And so bad games do happen, but good teams always react to bad results. And so that's what I'm expecting here. Boston somehow only shot 29% from the floor in the second half of that Game 1 loss after they had a 16-point halftime lead. But guys, the Celtics, they're 58-18 straight up off a loss dating back to 2022. Now with Jrue Holiday back with a game under his belt, I think Boston not only wins Game 2, but it does so by a big margin. So my official client play is on Boston in Game 2 to bounce back and even up this series. Remember, guys, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a show. Whether you agree or disagree with anything, also leave a comment. But moving right along, guys, it's now time for Our featured capper of the day is the Insider's Room Consensus product. This is an interesting group of Discord members. Go check them out over at Sports Memo right now, guys. They've been extremely hot of late. They're 24-12 with their MLB picks so far this season. So that's a 71% win rate on the season. They're also 15-5 with their last 20 NBA playoff picks, and that's a 79% win rate. So the Insider's Room Consensus product is our featured capper of the day, guys. Head on over to Sports Memo right now. You can use that code MEMO50 to pick up any of their plays. But Sports Memo also has an additional fantastic deal going on right now, guys, that you'll want to hear about. For a limited time, get any Sports Memo Handicappers 7-day all-access pass for just $29. That's a $79 value. That's less than the cost of a single play. And you get an entire week of every pick across all sports. So that's two great deals going on right now, guys, over at Sports Memo. Head on over there right now. You won't be disappointed. Make sure to check out our featured capper, the Insider's Room, while there. And also remember, hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon, leave the comments. All of those things really help. But guys, we're moving on here. And our featured capper is also giving us our... The Insider's Room is our featured capper on Wednesday, and they're also giving us our featured free play. And so the Insider's Room has a free play on the Winnipeg Jets at home as the underdog in game one of their series against the visiting Dallas Stars. And they go on to say that, yep, it did take a miracle for the Jets to get by the Blues in 7 games in the first round. But with that more difficult than expected series behind it, they like Winnipeg to rally and find a way to win the opener of this second round matchup with the Stars. Dallas also needed 7 games to get past Colorado as well. The Stars accomplished that without leading goal scorer Jason Robertson. And while Robertson is expected back in this series and possibly even in game 1, they are skeptical at how effective he'll be right away after such a long layoff and whether or not he's even back to 100% health yet. They go on to say that Dallas was 22, 16, and 3 on the road, but that Winnipeg was 37 and 4 at home. Both struggled defensively in the first round. Each suffered some suspect goaltending as well. But all of that said, says the Insider's Room, it seems like a gift to get Winnipeg at a pick or even plus money at home here. And so our featured free play from our featured capper is on the Winnipeg Jets on Wednesday night. And so that was a great and logical breakdown from the Insider's Room. But now it's time to move on to the streakers portion of the show. Each day I'm going to leave you with some interesting betting information that I hope you can take with you and use to hopefully beat your book. But as primarily a situational capper, guys, I'm always looking for lopsided trends, good or bad, and lopsided winning or losing streaks from teams. And so this is the streakers portion of the show, and I'm going to review some lopsided trends. On yesterday's show, which was only posted on the Sports Memo channel, but now moving forward on the Betting Memo will be on the main WagerTalk channel, which of course I'm extremely excited about. But I had seen a really lopsided over-under trend in Major League Baseball. It was with the Cardinals. They had seen the total go over in 6 straight games, including their first matchup against the Pirates. But in last night's second game, I thought that the under held tremendous value with 2 such quality starters going head-to-head. It was Skeens and Liberator. And that over streak did come to an end for St. Louis and the Cardinals' 2-1 victory. But for today's show, guys, we're heading to the NHL ice, Game 2 between Florida and Toronto. These teams have been pretty evenly matched, and for Toronto to be the champ this year, it's going to have to beat the champ. But the streak I'm looking at here in this game is, in fact, that these 2 good defensive clubs have actually been playing to a lot of overs lately. Florida has now played to 4 straight overs after its 5-4 game 1 loss, while Toronto has seen it go over in 3 of its last 4 and in 2 straight. Now, these teams played against each other 4 times in the regular season, and the under hit 3 times. And so I think there is definitely value here now in Game 2 on the under, guys. And that becomes our Wednesday streaker to review in the next show, as that is indeed the end of the Wednesday show. Thanks for tuning in to the Betting Memo, guys. Again, I'm doing 10 shows throughout the month of May. So that's going to be broken up over the next 3.5 weeks. Starting on June 1st, I'll be producing the Betting Memo 6 days a week to get you guys up to date for everything that's going on over at Sports Memo. But to recap for the Wednesday show, I'm going with the Celtics as my best bet. The Insiders Room crew is our featured handicapper, and they're going with the Winnipeg Jets as the featured free play. If you guys liked this content, please consider giving us a like. Please share, please subscribe, please make some comments down below whether you agree or disagree. And I will be back next week with 2 more shows. And until then, good luck and see you then.